So I'm at Ponte de Tolbiac, and this way it goes to Mitterrand Library, and on this side there's the bridge that takes us to the park where the cinema place is. And I particularly like this area because it's very green and it's very quiet. It's actually not very well, not many people go go here. This way on the left there's a Gare de Austerlitz. In fact, the signs say that. And then there's the Gare de Léon on further on. Well, I was talking about Marcel Proust this morning because I was near Gare Saint-Lazare, near his house, and I was saying something about the new laws on abortion in these days, because this is also not only in the United States but also in Poland. So the thing is that what I was wondering is, why is gay marriage allowed, and together with it there's abortion prohibitions, as if there's something against women. The fact is that women wouldn't have an abortion if it was made easy for them to have their babies. If people spent money on them and gave them a good life, having a child, and having a child is always a risk, because you don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to have a healthy baby? My own mother, she had a healthy baby who then became retarded, and he died when he was 13, and she didn't want to have another child, but because she didn't believe in abortion, she had me. And later on she told me this, and I was like, I'm sorry, I came into the world. Thank you for allowing me to come into the world, because you didn't want to have a baby, and then because of social circumstances, because of my father, you had to have me, had to allow me to enter this world. Well, abortion is basically very difficult. People don't want to have it usually, but it's scary to have a child which isn't healthy. And I know a family who has had 3 unhealthy, retarded children, and only the first one he came out okay. Yes, belief in God, makes us not have abortions. But then, how about the fact that, it's a risk? And we are not the Virgin Mary, Mother of Christ, to go through, all social criticisms and all that sort of thing, just because, to make men happy, that we have life tied up with unhealthy children to bring up and that sort of thing. That's really tough. So why don't men spend all of their money, instead of going prostitutes and having a good time, why don't they spend all their money on women who have children, and give them the homes where they can bring these children up, give them securities, and so prevent abortions, and not push women again into darker situations where they have to have the only way they can do it is through killing the fetus. So this is what I meant. Yes, Proust was gay. He had the beautiful privilege of being gay and at the same time having fiancés, having women. I mean, hey, that's the whole situation that's been going on for centuries, But today we had a chance of having easy abortions where it was short-lived, and now it's back to the same thing. I don't agree with abortions, but seeing that my own mother wanted to abort me and didn't do it, and I'm sorry she didn't, because she should have done it. If she was a career woman, she didn't want to have another baby. So and she told me so, and so I really think that if men made life easy for women, then women wouldn't have abortions that easily. I mean, I've met women who are very, very blasé about having abortions. They don't care. They have no education, as in sentimental. They're not attached to the fetus at all. They, and that's not a good thing. But the fact is that in the world today, a lot of women have to have their babies, and they don't know how to feed them. And Mr. Musk Elon Musk, who says that the world is underpopulated and all that, he should make centers for women where they are protected from before having the child until later on when they have their children and they bring them up and everything. So yes, okay, in that case, everybody will start to have babies. They will love to have children. They would love to have big families because they don't have to spend and slave all their lives for these kids. I mean, it's hard to bring up children in this world with all the difficulties that there are, for people who don't have the money, who don't have the securities and all that stuff. So, I mean, it seems to me to be very rational. I don't see why women should suffer and have babies when, it's the most difficult thing in the world. I mean, girls want to have fun. Why can't you give them a life like they do in France? They give them housing, they give them money, so people can have their babies and bring them up, and they don't have to have a man to be the breadwinner. They can do it on their own, and that's the beautiful way that is a solution for having more human beings in this world.